Shield gone. Follow the echoes. Gotta reload. I'm down.
What's good? I go by the name DopeSomething. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and welcome back to the channel if you're an OG. Now, before I even get too deep in this video, I put 8 hours in this game. So for all you people who only put 2 games in and deleted and uninstalled this, that, and the other, talking about Marathon is trash, shut your mouth and get to the back of the bus. The real gamers is talking. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and basically tell y'all what I think about this game. After putting 8 hours in, before I even deep dive and express why, because I'm gonna respect your time, and I know a lot of y'all here are probably just to hear that anyway. I don't think Marathon is a bad game or as bad as everyone is making out to seem. I don't. I also do not think this is a great game at all, and it's not worth spending $40 on, or it's not gonna be the next top extraction shooter. I don't believe that at all either. It's mediocre, and I'm gonna tell you why in a quick burst here. The story that it tells and the way it's dialogue, it's Bungie. Bungie has always hit and never missed when it came to their cinematics, their advertising, their storytelling ability. It's always the game fucking play that fucks them over. The gunplay is smooth. The TTK feels right for, the game wise. So already we got the story and the cinematics are amazing. The gunplay is smooth. The movement though feels extremely slow and sluggish, and the heat gauge system that they have, I think it's stupid and needs a improvement on dramatically. You can only slide 1 to 2 times before you're overheated and you can no longer sprint or move, as well as I will say they did an excellent job with each individual character's abilities because they definitely feel unique. And I will go in very deep depths to that a little bit later on in the video. But right now, my overall just is this game is just okay. Is it fun to play? Yes. If you have friends, I think this will be an extremely fun to still play. My problem with it is there is only 12 people in a map. And this isn't like Arc Raiders where it continues to spawn people in. No, there are only 12 people in a map regardless. And that means this counts you as a squad. So if you want to be technical, you only get to fight against 3 other squads. So it's you and 3 other squads of 3 people in the map at once. And don't quote me on this, but so far from my experience, if you have a rook in your match, that counts as a whole stacked squad of the 3 people. Which means that it could possibly only be 7 people in your lobby that you get to fight. Now, after that, you basically had a lobby to yourself. Now, the system that they approached with this being an extraction shooter is the longer you stay, the more advanced robots get, which I do love that part about it because it adds the motivation and the heavier influence on actually staying in as long as you can and basically making it so you gear up. Because health in this game, I'm not gonna lie, is extremely scarce, and so is the ammo. And when I say that, I mean you can pick up the temporarily, which are the great kits, so heal yourself and your shields and stuff like that, but you can't take them out. So you're better off using them while you're here. If not, it automatically sells it in the scrap and stuff, and I'll go into that whole system in a second. Of course, I'm just addressing the main gameplay, the bread and butter, so on and so forth. But kind of to readdress like the gunplay and stuff too, there are a plentiful of guns to choose from. You got your SMGs, you got your plasma weapons or your energy weapons, which they have pistols, they have charge shots, they have sniper rifles, they have shotguns. They got frag grenades, claymores, ammo crates with your equipment. They have so many different augmentations. If you ever played Cyberpunk 27, the augments are basically like that, where every little piece, whether it's your body, your head, or your legs, will change and add a special effect. They also have an additional effect where you can find specific skill perks in the game that even further increases and or enhances whatever specific character's ability is. So again, they're dynamic in their vision. I can see it and I love what they're doing in that aspect with it. The only main issue is the fact that there is not enough PvP in the game. And when I say that, it's not enough people. There needs to be more people in this type of game to keep it fresh, to keep you like on your toes, to add that incentive. And because there isn't, the game gets stale faster. Now the robots, is what I'm calling them because I don't know like the technical term, but the robots in this game, they are extremely deadly and will put you on your ass. And I mean quick. I had me and my whole squad get rocked the fuck up. Yes, I said rocked up. You ain't never hear nobody say nothing like that. That's how bad the ass whooping was. It was a purple grenadier or a grenader, and he shot two grenades at me, turned around, 360, and killed both the other teammates with a shotgun. It was crazy. But the difficulty on them is, I feel like it's at a just right state where it takes a little bit of effort to kill the the regular dudes, which is the grays, a little bit more to kill the green, but the purples you have to dump your mag into and really fight them as a team helps because on a one-on-one it's gonna take a whole lot of ammo to kill a one-on-one. Like they literally spec'd it and made it like that for an intention because they dropped some of the best loot. Now let's talk about the fucking menu system in this game because it is outrageously overly complicated and difficult for no reason. When I first started this game, it took me to around probably like the 30 minutes to 1 hour mark before I even understood at least some of the stuff I was looking at. They made it so the armory is different per faction, which is basically your shop. So when I say armory, think about it like a shop. You have to buy different things. So you can buy your shields, your guns, your packages, for your free kits, quote unquote, is what the packages are. But it's different per faction. And the way to unlock factions is obviously to progress and do the stories in the game. And then the main faction, which is cyber something. I forgot the fucking name. But it's by Oni, which is the operator. She will then tell you, hey, this faction is interested in buying your services. Then you'll get like a little cutscene where they basically hack into your feed and then play the cutscene of whoever they are introducing themselves and say, hey, I want you to do blah blah blah.
Attention, runner.
Oh shit.
Town City 4 is off limits.
But the further you upgrade your factions, you get more points to then get your upgrades. Your upgrades is towards your heat gauge, your tactical abilities, your backpack and vault size, which it said it can increase your size per season, which tells me that there is a reset in this game. And its way of resetting you, I don't know exactly how heavily this is going to be, but every season it starts is going to reset your vault space, kind of like Arc Raiders, um, your heat drive, basically like all the minor and minuscule upgrades. I don't know if it's going to reset all of the major upgrades. Again, the game hasn't dropped yet. With that being said, it does look like that they are going to hard reset you like every other extraction shooters into some capacity. So keep that in mind as well. There are no skill points. Like I said, there is a upgrade system which you have to pay in-game currency, so it's free, of course, as well as the collectibles that you have to collect around the map. Each one is a little different trinkets and stuff of that matter, but that's how you upgrade. So those are your skill points. And you have to hit a certain level of that faction in order to get the parameters to actually upgrade in general. So like I said, it's kind of like your skill level up system, so on and so forth. Now, I do want to further dive into the cinematic and like the story of this game because like I said in the very beginning of this video, Bungie has never ceased to disappoint us when it came to like their abilities to craft these ultimate dynamic cutscenes that get you intrigued. The dialogue is on point. The sound in this game is phenomenal. Between like the music that it plays, like it's different per character in the main menu, as well as loading into different games and so on and so forth. Or when you extract or you're waiting for like the beacon to respond, everything has a unique sound to it, as well as the voice chat. I don't know if there's a setting to turn this off, but you'll hear sound if you're wearing a headset. I'm pretty sure it's clear if you're wearing a headset. But if the character that's talking is to your right, as you can see, like my teammates, then the auto will shift to the right side. The same way if they're to your left, it will shift to the left side. Or if they're behind you, it'll sound like further away. It's kind of like in-game proximity chat but with your teammates, even though you can hear them at all times. It's kind of crazy how that is. I hope that you can kind of hear this in the video just a little bit. I did turn down the audio, obviously, that way me now isn't overlapping with that. But yeah, so that is also something unique to the game. Now, my closer to this is kind of the same thing I said in the beginning of the video. Is Marathon? It's not really for $40. It's okay. I'm not mad at the price for $40. And I will say if this is a game that you're interested in or you've been for a while and like you're okay with like the mediocre slash bland kind of repeat system, then the game is fine. I think you'll enjoy it. If you're expecting some extravagant new destroyer and something like that, you can go ahead and kick that out the way because this isn't the game for you.